Epilogue. The Galveston Herald, 14 September 2035. Florida devastated. In the early hours of yesterday morning, Hurricanes Gregory and Helen both made landfall in Florida. The Category 5 storm Gregory tracked up from the eastern Caribbean along the Atlantic seaboard. The equally violent Helen swept in from the Gulf, making landfall just hours after Gregory. The proximity of the two storms gave rise to massive tidal surges and winds in excess of 180 miles per hour, the so-called Fujiwara effect. The last reports from the state governor's office at 02:15 yesterday were of huge areas being inundated with seawater and massive wind damage to the infrastructure in major population centres. Since that time, there has been no official communication. Private messages from the northern parts of the Sunshine State speak of seeing the surfaces of roads being torn up by the wind and hurled into lines of fleeing cars. Other accounts report cars full of desperate people being blown off the carriageways. In Washington, the president has declared a state of emergency, promising a response like no other. Until the storm has abated and we can get people on the ground, she concluded, we offer our thoughts and prayers to all those struggling to survive the great storm. A spokeswoman later repeated the president's words, adding, the Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA, has sent mobilization messages to every organization in its database and is poised, ready to launch the biggest civilian operation in history. The combined storm has continued to track north towards Georgia and the Carolinas, leaving a trail of destruction. In the words of the President, the editor and staff of this great paper offer our thoughts and prayers to the people of Florida.